Yo, what's up, guys? Back again with another banger, I hope. And today, our topic is going to be a little bit of a controversial one. Today's topic is why shaving your head is offensive to bald people. Sorry if I sound like I am sick, because I am, because Tennessee and pollen go together like Fiona and Shrek and Rule 34. But without further ado, let's get into my reasons why I think shaving your head is offensive to bald people. First off, most bald people did not choose to go bald. It has to do with like genetics. Maybe someone played a prank on somebody and they replaced their shampoo with Nair. So now they're kind of bald, not for life, but for temporarily. They get a pass on this one. My second point, when you shave your head, your hair is going to grow back depending. Like if you're balding and you're just shaving your head to get rid of the excess hair, you're just kind of conforming to the bald lifestyle. Bald people do not want bald people in this world, and you're just saying that it's okay to be bald. It's not. Bald people also have to watch people whose hair will grow back, hairs grow back. And that's kind of insulting because they probably thought at some point in their life that their hair was just going to grow back any day now, and it never did. But meanwhile, hair grower Baxty over here gets to have a second chance at hair life. He gets the second coming, while bald people cannot. They have to stick with weaves or wigs or even hair transplants. But you might wonder, how can we help bald people in these desperate times of hairlessness? Well, I think we should put like hair regrowth treatment and like wig shops in like predominantly bald neighborhoods like Pulaski, Tennessee. Okay, I was just informed. People choose to go bald in Pulaski, Tennessee. That is hella offensive, but okay. But I still stand by my point. We should have wig shops, better access to hair regrowth treatment in predominantly bald neighborhoods. Because let's be honest, what if you're driving with all like 16 of your kids in a minivan and some bald motherfucker just wants to go out on a day drive, and then you get blinded by his shiny ass head, and then you crash and burn and all your kids die because some bald fucker just wants to drive and act like he owns the damn street and the whole damn world. Sorry, I got carried away there. But yeah, shaving your head is offensive to bald people. You shouldn't care about bald people's feelings, but you should be informed at least why it's offensive. This next point, you don't even have to shave your head. There's people that wear weaves or wigs and have hair. That's just like a spat and shine on the head of bald people. Like, what the fuck? Would a bald person wear a bald cap? No. Need to just grow up and like just dye your hair whatever stupid color you want it, instead of just trying to get a wig with that color. Like, come on, man. Additionally, I think we should also close all bowling alleys, because I think bald people, when they walk in, they'll see the bowling balls and they'll get reminded that they are also bald and shiny like a bowling ball. This is also like mockery to them. They would make a whole sport based off bald people's weaknesses. Like, just take a moment for a second and just realize, imagine you're bald and you desperately want hair. And then there's some jackass who just decides to shave his head because it's in the punk scene, or they want to be straight edge or whatever. If you wanted hair, you'd have to just shave all the other shit you don't want off your body and put it on your head, and you'll look like a jackass. In addition, I think any advertisements, any parts in books, and anything in paintings, if they are bald, they should be censored. Being bald is just nothing to be proud of. All the men in my bloodline have bald heads at some point in their lives, so I know I'm going to have to feel that shame at some point too. Also, I hear there's these things called bald spots. I don't know what that is, but I think that's where like a bunch of bald people go to hang out, and I think that's really disgusting. It must be like a flashbang or something when you walk into that damn room. How does anybody even stand it? So in addition, I think we should also get rid of bald spots. I think we should hire a bunch of like punks and like burn those places to the ground. Now you may be thinking, what about babies? Some of them aren't born with hair. Well, sometimes they are, and you can tell that God actually loves them if they do come out with hair in some degree. But if not, they'll just have to accept that they're a mistake and they had to have had like a wig when they were born or something. And to all the swimmers and athletes who like shave their head to get more aerodynamic like advantages in their sport, flip off, buddy, because that's actually offensive to people who can't afford like their own like haircuts to shave their head to get that same advantage. Not just that, but you're also stupid because one of the best seamen out there is Aquaman, and he has long hair, depending if you're watching the movie. In the comics, he has short hair, but he still has hair. And he can breathe underwater, so checkmate, buddy. Also, to go back to that bald cap statement, you shouldn't wear a bald cap either, because that is also mocking people with, like, that disability. You think it's funny to be bald? These people are suffering every day. They'll cry and cry, knowing that they'll never have hair like they once did in their youths, and you're over here just going about willy-nilly just, like, for what? To mock them. That's it. Additionally, I think we should cancel Jesse Eisenberg for accepting the role as Lex Luthor in the Justice League movie, because you shouldn't play a role of a disabled person if you yourself do not have that same disability. So yes, in a way, I think Jesse Eisenberg is ableist. Come to think of it, I think we should also cancel Aaron Paul and Breaking Bad, because like actually come to think of it, everyone on that fucking Walter White show is bald. It's bald propaganda. I think the only thing that show got right is bald people cannot be in happy relationships. I think it's also offensive that WWE made The Rock shave his head, because Dwayne The Rock Johnson had his hair at some point, but I think Vince McMahon or whoever that dude is that runs the WWE had him shave his head. Same with Steve Austin, I think. I think it's also kind of weird that you can like paint bald people as villains, because while it is justifiable that you could be very angry you don't have hair anymore, it's also making the victims seem like bad people. Take, for example, Dr. Evil and Patrick Stewart from that Christmas movie. Don't you all also think it's kind of rude that most like alien villains are bald too? Or they show some form of hair loss? I mean, you might as well be saying that bald people aren't human and they should just go die in a fire and be exiled from humanity because they aren't human. And that's a really rude thing to say. So in conclusion, don't shave your head. Be respectful to those who aren't as lucky to keep their hair as you are. Because some of these poor people, like Bill Burr or like that one guy from The Walking Dead, just before you go to bed at night, just start petting your head and just be thankful that you still have your hair while it lasts, because not everyone is as fortunate. That will conclude for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Be respectful to all the bald people, and yeah, peace.